Hi guys, I am making another one of a designing video, but so far I've only done kits, so I wanted to show you guys me making some functional stickers for myself. So what I'm making today, I felt badly about this at first because I'm kind of copying another shop. I guess just a shop since I'm not a shop. Let me show you. It is Scribble Prints Co. So I just put in an order for these film edit, upload, filming trackers. I'm really excited to be able to use these in my planner. But the problem is these are formatted for the vertical planner. And in my horizontal planner, I use a slightly wider, like full box thing. And I hate when the stickers don't line up. So while I'll start using my new Scribble Prints Co. stickers in January when I switch back to the vertical, for now I'm kind of stuck. So I decided to actually make my own of these. Originally, I was feeling super guilty about it because I'm kind of copying what another shop does, but I feel better because I bought like 10 sheets, so I would always have like all the colors, and when our new multicolors comes out, I will get those. But for now, I'm going to make my own. So first, let me show you what I dragged over to start us off. I brought over a YouTube icon. I brought these over from my Camera Littles just so I had all the colors I needed, and these two are just from two recent things I worked on. It's just what my box sizes are. I think I'll use this one and make them within here. So first of all, we need to make our prototype, and for that I will need to make sure I have all the right sizing. So I need the width to be 1.625, and so normally I would probably make this like 0.5, but 0.5 inches is exactly the space I want to be able to write in. I'm going to add, is this too big? Yeah, that's too big. I'm going to add a little bit of space. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of space in there. Perfect. Alright, so let's keep working on this. So I'm using the internal offset tool to make the inner box. I usually don't have a lot of like the sizing in mind when I start making stuff, and I just kind of make it up as I go. Nope, not what I meant to do. Perfect. Let's drag this up. So I'll work on that a little bit later. So what I need to make now is, so basically I've been making this top section right here. I need to make this right down here. So the width needs to be 1.625, and the height, what was I going for? 0.15. Alright, let's just line that up. So I'm lining it up to the top and then the bottom just to get it where I need it to go. Yeah, that's fine. Which means I have a lot more room than I thought for this box. How do I want to do this? Alright. Let's do that internal offset again. So 0.05. This is 0.5, and I need 0.05. This needs to be 0.4. Sorry, just doing some weird math. Let's go ahead and line that. Oop, not what I meant to do. I meant to line it to the center. I'll have to, I'm just kind of winging this. Alright, so this is like the basic layout. Let me make sure everything looks right. So this is going to be white with no lines, and let's bring that to the front. This one is, let's just make the first color. Guess we're going with this. Didn't need to make that color. There we go. And then the box down here is only meant to be, the only reason I have a box down there is so that when I, let's make sure, when I create the film edit upload words, I have something to center them around. So we've got this. I'm actually going to undo that because I don't need that yet. And we are going to focus on this little sucker. Let's make that line blue so I can see it. So, oops, way too big. So I use the same font on everything. It's American Typewriter. I don't know why I like it so much. Okay, so she used white. You know, with my fall colors of it. So I don't know why I like this font so much, but it works for me. I'm going to make the lines blink. Okay, I should fill this in before I move on. Okay. Alright, so for the check boxes, she used hearts. I hate using hearts. I can't explain it, so on my checklist I use circles. So we could go with a circle. Oops. If you didn't know, if you press shift before you make something, it'll make it like an even thing. Or I was thinking of using one of these suckers. Let's see if I can make this look, because I think I'm liking this feel a lot more. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're going to go with this. Not line middle. Alright, so that is going to need to be filled in white, and I have a feeling I'm going to need to make it smaller. Yeah. Alright. That looks pretty good. Alright, so I am going to make some more of these, and obviously going to change the words. So, I like the spacing between the word and the icon, so I'm going to make sure that they are aligned to the middle and group them together. Because I'll show you how I'm going to do the spacing. So, first things first is we take the 3 boxes that I just did and make sure they are equally spaced horizontally, which they are now. So now I'm going to group those 3 together, and this is the reason I made that extra box here, is so I could just center align them against each other, so it's super easy. Yeah, and that looks great. So I don't need this anymore. I'm not going to need lines. Honestly, I can just delete it. Nah, let's fill that in with our color. Ta-da! Oh, that doesn't look good, does it? Actually, let's just move this a little up. Oh, that looks fine. Okay, so I'm actually not done yet. First, I will have to work on getting this guy, let's bring him to the front, to match in here. So something really, really cool that Andrea from Scribble Prince Co. did is she made the YouTube symbol actually match the color of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this is unfortunately just an image I grabbed off the internet. So to be able to change the color, I'm tracing it and attempting to get some lines. This is going to be a little rough. Oh, that's not bad. So basically I used the trace tool and I clicked on the trace option. Yeah. So let's go ahead and release the compound path. The inside of it I'm going to make sure is in the front and is filled in white with no line. And the outside with, again, no line. Alright, and that is how you make that part of this. Let's bring that here. Alrighty, so I have one last thing to finish this up. So while I have the outside here the right color, I'm actually going to undo it. So I always use this box here to show my cut lines for when I'm cutting it on the silhouette. But something that I do and most shops do is they actually do a small offset from that for the actual coloring. So first let me do it. I make my offset a little bigger than most places do. That's just a personal thing. So first I'll fill in the right color and remove the cut lines of this one. And let me just group this all together. So another reason to do it, and the main reason, I guess, is that we can't always have our cuts go perfectly with our cutting machines. There's always human error, some machine error, you're moving fast. So what this allows is, if it shifts even a little bit, you still have your image right. So this is the completed product. Now I do need to stick it in these. So I'm going to start by, oops, did that all wrong. I'm going to ungroup this, so I can change the names of these. I'm just going to call this video tracker. Yeah, that works. I'll move the words a little bit over. And then I'm changing this to fall multicolor. Perfect. Let's group that all back together. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first fill these in. I like lining it up right up against the top at least. So I'm going to see how many I can fit in vertically. Duplicate, duplicate. Why is it doing that? Okay. I'm trying to see if I cut down on that teensy bit of space. Oh yeah, look at that. So they overlap a little bit, but the cut lines don't. Oh, but I did see something from zooming in that's not good. I thought I got this, but it seems that the outside line of this is red. Yeah, it definitely needs to not be red. If it's red just like the inner one is, it'll also cut along the outside, which isn't like necessarily like the worst thing ever. It just makes things more annoying to deal with. Alright, and that's making this duplicate better for some reason. Alright, that one won't fit. Alright, so I think there's 11 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's more than 11 colors, but there aren't. We'll just keep doing this until I have enough. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the process of changing up these colors. I'm going to have to ungroup all this. It's going to be pretty annoying, honestly, to do all of these. Yeah, it is. I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these. Alright, it's time to start one by one, and I'll show you how I do it and then zoom past the rest of it so you guys don't have to watch it all. So I would just click on the outside circle and select the right color, and I gotta remember to do that as well. So I'm just gonna go one by one. Okay, so I've gone ahead and gotten these all complete, but I don't know what to do with the last few. Because I have, how many? 1, 2, 5, 7 left, so I'm going to go ahead. Let me think about this. So I went ahead and I grabbed the correct color for the YouTube logo. It's like a slightly different red. See, it looks almost exactly similar to this, but you can tell it's slightly off. So I'm going to make several of these that color. Not what I meant to do. So let's just do these 4. And then the other 3 left, I'm going to do them, I think, in black. Yeah. So I've got my correct multicolor colors, and then some extras. So let's start by selecting everything except for that, grouping it together. First we will middle or center align it, and then just drag this until I feel like it's centered-ish. That's pretty good. Alright, let's group that all together. I'm not going to print this now, just because I don't have any loaded up into my printer, but I am going to set this up so when I am ready to print, it'll be easy. So I'm doing this here, duplicating it above. Alright, and then I'm going to actually move around some of the registration marks so that the lines are fine. Perfect. So when I go to print, that'll work out. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I will be all done. Thank you guys so much for joining me to watch this video. I hope you learned something from me, and if there's anything else you would like to see designed, let me know. I am planning some kind of Design With Me series for either the end of this year or the start of next year, where I basically have each video will walk you through making a different thing out of a weekly kit. And I will just basically be filming me making a weekly vertical kit for myself or a template. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching.